backswing.
11-4.
They're on a bit of a roll now. 11-4 the advantage for Birch and Pugh.
Do you think for Tamisha and Sabrina, when they're on the defence, for me they just don't look comfortable, and I think it's just, you know, going back to what we said in the other matches, they're not used to this speed, this constant pressure from higher level players, from players of a better standard, and I think it could be an impossibility if they can't try and get on the attack. But even when they're on the attack, Jess and Chloe do look very, very comfortable.
Anthony Clark on the left, Julian Robertson on the right.
11-4. Play.
Oh, that's wonderful play from Jess Pugh.
4.
Well, I was reading that her sporting idol is Liliana Nasir, who was the Olympic mixed doubles champion
4.
from Indonesia in the Rio Olympic Games, and multiple world champion as well. Now, that's not a bad player to have as an idol,
14.
is it?
No, I mean, crikey, she was phenomenal. I remember actually watching her last ever tournament, and wow, I mean, she really was so good.
Yeah. Just been inducted into the
Service over.
BWF Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I think rightly
Yeah,
so.
I agree.
She really is an incredible player, and what she achieved was amazing. I mean, winning the gold at the Rio Olympics, and
4 times world champion with 2 different partners.
yeah, her accolades. Yeah, I mean, it'll be too many. We'd probably be here till tomorrow mentioning them all, because she won, I think, pretty much everything.
Yeah, she did. Wonderful player. But I
Service
can see
over.
why Jess Pugh
15.
admires her, because she's
5.
got that same natural skill and
Yeah,
touch,
I agree.
and vision and awareness of where the gaps are, where she should be moving to. It's lovely. I don't know whether it's something you can coach as a coach, or whether that's instinctive from a player. What do you think?
I would say
16.
someone like Natsir, I would say a lot of that is instinctive, because she could do some incredible things, and you're trying to teach someone that, I think, is so difficult.
I think the same with Jess Pugh, though. I think an awful lot of it is natural.
It definitely doesn't surprise me why her
Service
idol is
over.
Natsir, because you're right, there are
6.
definite similarities.
16.
I'd say,
Yeah.
you know, it's often the way you look up to people that you see some form of a connection or bond or, you know, similarity to, and the styles
Service
are
over.
similar.
Yeah.
17.
I think Jess, if she ever
6.
gets to that level, you know, she's very, very happy with herself, because we're talking about one of the best players, I think, from the last 15 years with Natsir.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a good shot there from Chloe. Just putting the shuttle into the space,
18.
into the gap.
6.
Yeah.
Well taken. She
Yeah.
was off balance and still managed to have the
19.
racket head control.
6.
Yeah, good inception. You can see Jess is feeling very comfortable, because during that rally, almost every shot she's holding it and just using some deception.
Yeah.
You can only do that when you feel incredibly comfortable, confident in the situation.
Game point.
So game point opportunities
6.
for England.
Game.
So the
First
opening
game
game,
won by England.
21-6. And looking very impressive, and as Chris Langridge was saying, looking very confident as well, Chloe Birch and Jess Pugh.
Yeah, it looks very comfortable, as both of them do out there, which is good for the English fan, well, the other English players to see, and all the crowd, I'm sure. I'll have to ask Jess later. I think she's got I've not seen before, a new tattoo on her leg.
I thought that was new body art, but I thought Sean Vendy also had some.
Yeah, I think his had increased as well,
Yeah.
I'll ask Jess later what that signifies.
Yeah, it looks like a butterfly to me. It's lovely.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds.
So the English pair of Chloe Birch and Jess Pugh, one game to the good, having won the opening game 21-6 against Scott and Williams.
Love all.
Here we go, second game.
Play.
Shares her emotions and her frustrations with the fans, does Sabrina Scott.
Two, love. Service over.
That's where they just hit back to Sabrina, and she feels quite comfortable. They just hit two of there, and then she's kind of forced the error from Jess and Chloe. They just want to try and outmaneuver the Barbados ladies a little bit more, like that. Now she's off balance, and then it's a winner.
Service over. 3-1.
Yeah, it's a very good return of serve, isn't it? Deep into the backhand corner from Chloe Birch.
Sharp there from Chloe.
4-1.
She read that well as she served. I think she served slightly across as well to trap her. So the only, she does slightly, and then the only response is there. Read it well. That's the thing, as soon as they're getting in the formation, Jess is at the net, Chloe's at the back.
5-1.
I just think Tamisha and Sabrina just do look quite uncomfortable.
Yeah. And you can always tell in basic terms in badminton, the attacking formation is one player at the front of the court, one player at the back.
Out.
This is very simplistic, I'm explaining it at the moment. And the defensive formation is two players side by side on court. So if you're not familiar with the sport, that's how you tell immediately. And as you were pointing out, Chris, I mean, most of the match so far, we've had Jess Pugh at the front, Chloe Birch at the back, which means that they're in the attacking formation. Now they're side by side. You can see they're defensive.
Yep.
Their opponents were in the attacking position.
Yep. And that's, you know, the simplest way to describe it. And it's because when you're defending, the people are, you know, they have a better chance to win the point if you stand front and back when you're defending. There's gaps everywhere, whereas when you're both in your half, you kind of can cover half the court each. rally.
Yeah. But there we are again. You know,
7,
and so much.
3.
I don't know if you agree with me, Chris, but I think women's doubles, because in our sport of badminton we have the mixed doubles discipline, and we see at this elite level that the female players can defend the hardest smashes from the male players. So in women's doubles, obviously women don't smash quite as hard as men, so it's easier to defend. This is a wonderful rally. Let's just watch this to conclusion. That's a lovely drop shot from Chloe Birch. And therefore, I think women's doubles, because it's more difficult to hit a smash from the back of the court and win with that smash, that it is more about setting up your partner at the front of the court. This is why we're seeing so often with Jess Pugh or one of the players, the winning shot is from the front.
3.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's all about, when you're at the back of the court, it's the placement. It's exactly, you've got to set your partner up. If we're just hitting wild shots from the back, you're not really going to get anywhere, because then, as you say,
10,
it's it's possible for the defenders to kind of whip you and then outmaneuver you. And if you're the one attacking and you're just expending all your energy, it's quite easy to get fatigued quite quickly. As I mentioned in some of the earlier matches when I played Lee and Day, he's one of the greatest players ever.
4.
I remember it was 11-10 in the first set, and you know, I thought I was going to end up in hospital because he'd ran me ragged.
Yeah.
And just because I was attacking most of the time, but he was so comfortable in defence, and then, you know, restarted the match and almost had nothing left.
Well, this is a very, very commanding position for Chloe Birch and Jess Pugh. Again, an 11-4 up in the second.
It's been a very comfortable set. I'd say again, you know, it's followed the same pattern that all the matches have. It's a good start for England overall. They've been very professional in all the matches. They've all been pretty comfortable, and it's pretty much gone to plan. And this is what you want from the first match, because as you said earlier, Joey, they've got another match later today, and you just don't want any. It sounds extreme, but you don't want any injuries. You know, someone could roll an ankle, pull something, and in this team event, the teams are quite small, so if somebody gets injured, it causes a lot of problems.
Yeah. So it is England against the Maldives, starting at 7 o'clock tonight.
11-4.
Against Mauritius, I do beg your pardon. Yeah, now that's well played by Sabrina Scott.
I swear, Jess, she's just let it come to her. If you hear what she had, let it come to her, and then it's possible. And then she's taken it too late, and she's given her opponent. Oof, crikey!
What?
That's one advantage of being very slightly smaller. She can hit the serve pretty high, as in on her body, because it's still under the height restriction. That was a very dangerous serve.
Yeah, very good serve.
Fault.
That's the thing for me. They just don't look so comfortable in defence there.
6.
You can see her switching from a backhand to then a forehand, whereas you want to try and stay a bit more calm and in a central position. You don't really want to commit too much to one side or the other.
Yeah, it's a good return of serve, like that. And a neck cord as well.
Service over.
Well, it's interesting what you were saying, Chris. I just want to pop back to the point you were making about Lee Yong-dae running you ragged by defending and so on.
Still got nightmares.
Yeah, but the interesting thing is, I mean, I think in the opening game, I think the English pair were running their opponents a bit ragged. But a few years on, from Lee Yong-dae from South Korea, doing that to you, you win an Olympic bronze medal. And I think that's the thing that we take away from matches like this. That, yes, the players from Barbados today have been second best to the English team. But what can happen in the interim period? In a few years' time, they get better. You got so much better, you won an Olympic medal. And this is what the progress, and wonderful to see a developing badminton nation like Barbados here at the Games.
Yeah, and this is it, you know, honestly, I would love for, let's say, so badminton is massive in Asia, I mean massive, and it's a reasonable sized sport in Europe. I'd say in the Americas it's maybe not so big, but I just love for it to get bigger in kind of
the Caribbean, Africa.
Yeah, it would be great because
Oceania.
Yeah, you've got, I mean, some of the athleticism you have from those parts of the world is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it'll be amazing to see those athletes, you know, performing in badminton, and it's just never quite had that that surge in those countries in regards to maybe in the infrastructure, or it's on TV where the players can view it, or there's enough coaches, you know.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Yeah, lovely placement there from Chloe.
Service over.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice, you know, I'd love to hear why. I'd love to have a chat with some of the Barbados players or Kenyan players, you know, from parts of the world where maybe badminton is a real minor sport, and just hear what their lives are like in regards to training and coaching and facilities.
Well, hopefully we'll have a chance during these Commonwealth Games.
Yep.
Do precisely that. You see, Jess Pugh, every time she's at the back of the court, she places the shuttle so well to then be able to move forward. Look, 2 shots later, and she's at the net.
Yeah, she's always trying to head forward because she knows she's better at the net, and Chloe's, you know, very powerful and dangerous from the rear of the court, and that is their preferred formation. So whenever Jess gets the chance, she is trying to chase forward, which is exactly the right thing. And there, serve, and if you look how quickly, if we get a replay of this, literally serve, and straight away she makes a very decisive move. Oh, we're not going to get a replay, okay?
No, they're playing very quickly. I like to see that. There's not much time in between rallies. I think some of the elite level players would learn from this.
Mentioning no names.
No, Chris, your name was never on my mind.
Okay, thank you. I'll put it down to I used to sweat a lot, so that's my reason.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Good shot, yeah. Took it early.
Yeah. And she's affording herself a little smile, and so she should. That's a lovely shot from Sabrina Scott.
I think everyone on court there had a smile, which was nice to see.
Yeah, it's a pity.
Service over. 20
from
match
Williams.
point.
And it gifts a whole host of match point opportunities for England.
Game.
So 21-6, 21-9, the scoreline for England in the women's doubles in the form of Chloe Birch and Jess Pugh, beating Sabrina Scott and Tanisha Williams.
By England, 21-6, 21-9.
Umpire just confirming that scoreline there. Job very well done by England. 5-love in the tie. And as we were saying just a moment ago, as we see confirmation of the scoreline, 21-6, 21-9, with both England and Barbados playing at 7 o'clock this evening. Barbados will play against Singapore, and England will play against Mauritius. It's a tough schedule.
I think especially as tomorrow we have such an exciting match as commentators with England against Singapore. I think it's very important that what they do with the team is sensible, so that everyone is as fresh as possible for tomorrow, because again, Singapore for me, that is such an exciting game.
Yes. (21-10), and as we've just witnessed, Chloe Birch and Jess Pugh winning 21-6, 21-9 against Williams and Scott.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see the rest of these
So this is the group standings. I can tell you that Singapore have beaten Mauritius by 5-love, the same as England beat Barbados. So England and Singapore, the 2 seeds in the group. England the number 3 seed, Singapore the number 5 seed, off to the perfect start. So from the first session on the badminton and the mixed team competition, from myself, Jill Clark, and Chris Langridge, we look forward to 2 more sessions today on the show court. And next up will be Scotland against the Maldives. Until the next session, from both of us, bye for now.